The technology world is abuzz with a confluence of challenges for Elon Musk's expansive empire as his key ventures Tesla and SpaceX navigate significant headwinds while his direct involvement in government efficiency initiatives draws renewed scrutiny. These developments unfolding rapidly in late June 2025 paint a picture of an entrepreneur under mounting pressure facing market skepticism, regulatory threats, and the fallout from controversial political entanglements. At the forefront of this turbulence is Tesla, where Omead Afshar, a long-trusted lieutenant and head of North America and Europe, has been reportedly fired amidst a precipitous decline in electric vehicle sales. Afshar, who once publicly pledged unconditional support for Musk's controversial acquisition of Twitter 3 years prior, is now taking the blame for failing to reverse the brand's flagging demand. This sales slump is widely attributed to a significant erosion of Tesla's reputation among American consumers. A decline that has seen the carmaker join the ranks of companies with the worst public image, largely due to Musk's divisive political activism. Indeed, the promise of a major rebound in Tesla sales previously voiced by Musk has yet to materialize, particularly in Europe, where angry consumers are reportedly shying away from the brand. Market share in Europe fell in May despite booming EV demand, with nearly a third of Dutch Tesla owners reportedly considering selling their vehicles due to a phenomenon dubbed Tesla shame. Adding to the automotive divisions was legislative efforts in New York are moving to shut down Tesla sales across the state, while competition in the burgeoning robotaxi market intensifies, with Uber and Waymo rolling out services in Atlanta challenging Tesla's own ambitious, albeit yet to be realized, robotaxi vision. Meanwhile, SpaceX, another pillar of Musk's portfolio, finds itself embroiled in a potential international dispute. Mexico is reportedly threatening to sue the aerospace company following a recent Starship launch failure that saw the spacecraft spiral out of control, raising concerns over debris. This incident underscores the inherent risks and regulatory complexities associated with ambitious space exploration efforts, potentially setting a precedent for how nations address the environmental and safety implications of space debris from private launches. Beyond his corporate ventures, Musk's foray into the political sphere through the Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) within the Trump administration continues to generate controversy. Edward Coristine, a 19-year-old former DOGE employee who gained notoriety under the online moniker Big Balls, has reportedly landed a new position at the Social Security Administration (SSA) after quitting DOGE earlier this week. Coristine's tenure at DOGE, a unit characterized by ruthless but haphazard efforts to slash government spending and fire thousands of workers, was a flashpoint for outrage due to his perceived lack of experience and a controversial employment history that included a brief stint at Neuralink, being fired from a cybersecurity company for leaking secrets and alleged tech support to a cybercrime gang. Despite Musk himself having left DOGE in May after months working alongside Donald Trump, the department, now led by hard-right nationalist Russell Vought, continues its operations, with its latest target reportedly being the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives (ATF) in an effort to slash gun restrictions. Coristine's new role at the SSA will reportedly focus on improving the functionality of the Social Security website and advancing our mission of delivering more efficient service to the American people. A move that some see as an attempt to leverage his tech background for more conventional government work, albeit after a highly contentious public debut. Collectively, these developments illustrate a period of intense scrutiny and operational challenges for Elon Musk and his various enterprises. The repercussions of his political actions are clearly reverberating through his business interests, impacting brand perception and consequently sales. Simultaneously, the technical ambitions of his companies, while groundbreaking, are not immune to the realities of regulatory oversight and the inherent risks of cutting-edge technology. As these narratives unfold, the coming months will be critical in determining whether Musk's empire can effectively navigate this multifaceted storm and restore confidence among investors, consumers, and international stakeholders alike. In a surprising turn that underscores the unconventional and often controversial efforts to reshape the federal bureaucracy, Edward Coristine, the 19-year-old software engineer and high-profile operative for Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE), has transitioned to a new role within the Social Security Administration (SSA). This move, confirmed by Trump administration officials and the SSA itself, comes amidst a period of significant scrutiny and internal shifts for the government-slashing task force. Coristine, widely known by his provocative online pseudonym Big Balls, which even garnered a mention on Saturday Night Live and was openly embraced on Fox News, joined the SSA as a special government employee. Stephen McGraw, a spokesman for the Social Security Agency, stated that Coristine's work will be focused on improving the functionality of the Social Security website and advancing our mission of delivering more efficient service to the American people. The appointment is for a period not exceeding 130 days within a one-year timeframe. A common structure for executive branch appointees performing limited services. This clarification directly addressed earlier confusion, with the White House initially misstating that Coristine had entirely resigned from federal government, later correcting that he had only resigned from the General Services Administration (GSA), the agency DOGE frequently used for coordination. His government email account with the GSA was indeed deactivated earlier this week. Coristine's journey into the federal government has been anything but typical. A high school graduate from Rye, New York, he was an engineering student at Northeastern University when Elon Musk recruited him to DOGE. His prior experience included an internship at Neuralink, another Musk company, and a data security firm from which he was reportedly fired following an investigation into internal information leaks. Reuters also reported on allegations that Coristine had provided tech support to a cybercrime gang. This background, coupled with his youth and perceived lack of experience for such outsized positions of power, made him a lightning rod for critics and many government employees who saw him as a symbol of DOGE's perceived flaws: brash, inexperienced technologists wielding significant influence. Under Elon Musk's initial leadership, DOGE embarked on an ambitious and often disruptive mission to drastically cut federal spending and streamline government operations. Social Security, an agency providing benefits to over 70 million Americans, became a central target of these efforts. A New York Times investigation revealed that Musk and DOGE systematically constructed a false narrative of widespread fraud at the SSA based on misinterpreted data. The agency faced aggressive demands for access to sensitive records, leading to the departure of the Social Security head in February when she refused such requests. DOGE also pushed for the closure of offices and reductions in phone services, despite President Trump's pledge not to touch Social Security. More recently, the Supreme Court allowed DOGE staffers to access Social Security data, overriding objections from labor unions and retiree groups. Coristine's tenure with DOGE was broad, reflecting the task force's wide-reaching mandate. Since February, he had overseen a long list of government agencies, including the U.S. Agency for International Development, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, and the Departments of Education, Health and Human Services and Homeland Security, where he was listed as a senior advisor at the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency (CISA). He was also instrumental in efforts to slash the State Department's budget, helping direct plans for closing diplomatic offices and firing overseas employees. Additionally, he assisted in building a system for the United States to sell gold cards, special immigration visas, for $5 million apiece. His public statements, such as asserting no checks and no accountability in federal spending despite contrary evidence from budget watchdogs, further fueled the controversy surrounding DOGE's approach. The shift in Coristine's role also comes in the wake of significant changes within DOGE itself. Elon Musk, who served in a special White House post and initially aimed to cut $2 trillion in federal spending, departed the White House in May after months working by Donald Trump's side. His departure was followed by an acrimonious split with Trump over government spending, with Musk criticizing the administration's legislative priorities as an abomination that would raise deficit spending. While Musk has since walked back some of his more extreme criticisms, his exit marked a turning point. DOGE, however, has continued its operations under the leadership of Trump's budget chief Russell Vought, who famously stated his desire for government employees to be in trauma. Despite Musk's initial $2 trillion target, Doge's recommendations have so far resulted in approximately $150 billion in cuts, which are currently being debated in Congress. The task force's latest reported target, according to the Washington Post, is the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives (ATF), aiming to slash gun restrictions. Coristine's move to the SSA, alongside the departure of other key Doge staff like Steve Davis and Amanda Scales, indicates an ongoing recalibration within the administration's efficiency drive. As the Trump administration continues its efforts to redefine federal governance, the placement of a figure like Edward Coristine, emblematic of Doge's disruptive and often polarizing tactics within a critical agency like Social Security, signals an enduring commitment to internal reform, however contentious. His new role, focused on improving digital functionality, suggests a pivot towards more tangible, if less dramatic, efficiency gains, yet the underlying questions about experience, oversight, and the impact on vital public services remain. The future will tell if these unconventional appointments lead to genuine improvements or further deepen the divides within the federal bureaucracy. Tesla, a company long synonymous with audacious technological ambition, recently unveiled its much-anticipated robotaxi service in Austin, Texas, a move that has ignited a fresh wave of debate and scrutiny across the automotive and tech industries. While the limited invite-only launch initially spurred an 8% jump in the company's stock, much of that gain has since receded, reflecting a market grappling with the mixed realities of the highly anticipated debut and other concurrent developments. The June 27 robotaxi launch, involving a modest fleet of 10 to 20 supervised vehicles, presented a stark contrast of experiences. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives, a notable Tesla bull, lauded the performance as extremely smooth, declaring it a 10 out of 10 relative to our experience, and even suggesting it surpassed Waymo's initial outings in maneuverability and safety. However, not all observers shared this glowing assessment. GLJ research analyst Gordon Johnson offered a more critical take, describing the offering as not a robotaxi, but rather a robotaxi infant that requires constant supervision to stop it from injuring itself or others. Indeed, reports from the launch detailed several concerning incidents, including a vehicle driving on the wrong side of the road, another stopping abruptly in traffic, one braking suddenly on a 40 mph street, and a fourth dropping off a passenger in the middle of an intersection. These instances underscore the immense technical hurdles still facing Tesla's autonomous driving aspirations. This latest chapter in Tesla's self-driving saga comes against a backdrop of years of ambitious yet unfulfilled promises from CEO Elon Musk. Since 2016, Musk has consistently projected imminent full autonomy, famously envisioning a future where Tesla owners could generate income by adding their vehicles to a shared robotaxi fleet. His 2019 prediction of 1 million robot access on the road by 2020 now stands as a stark reminder of the significant gap between rhetoric and reality. A fundamental divergence in strategy contributes to this challenge. Unlike rivals such as Alphabet's Waymo and Amazon's Zoox, which incorporate both radar and LiDAR, laser-based mapping technologies, Tesla relies primarily on cameras, with Musk asserting that software can compensate for the absence of other sensors. Ed Niedermeyer, a journalist and author who has extensively covered Tesla, highlights this strategic difference. He notes that while Tesla's general solution approach, aiming for every vehicle to drive itself under all circumstances anywhere in the world, is interesting and pushing the technology forward, it creates tremendous technical challenges. As Niedermeyer puts it, if your operating domain is the whole world, how do you ever get enough miles to know that you've covered everything that you're ever going to see in all the conditions that exist out there in the world? This contrasts sharply with the Waymo route, which involves deploying contained fleets in geographically limited areas like parts of Austin, Phoenix, and San Francisco. The fact that Tesla's much-touted launch was restricted to a specific section of Austin rather than allowing vehicles to roam freely implicitly validates Waymo's more circumscribed approach, leading Niedermeyer to conclude Waymo kind of had it right all along. Despite these challenges and the skepticism from some analysts, Tesla continues to command a passionate following. Austin resident Darko Prodek, a Tesla owner who has experienced Waymo's services, expressed his unwavering faith, stating, "I believe in Teslas honestly. Similarly, Michael Simon from Buda, Texas, conveyed his admiration for Musk's endeavors, eagerly anticipating his own opportunity to ride in a robotaxi. Their enthusiasm underscores the potent blend of brand loyalty and futuristic vision that Tesla has cultivated. In parallel with its efforts in autonomous driving, Tesla has also been active on other fronts. The company recently announced the hiring of a former Cruise executive as its new AI director, a strategic move that could signal an intensified focus on accelerating its artificial intelligence capabilities, particularly crucial for its vision-only autonomous system. Furthermore, the company has issued a voluntary physical safety recall impacting a small batch of approximately 48 Model 3 and Model Y vehicles. The recall addresses an issue with improperly tightened fasteners in the first-row seats, which could lead to a rattle or, more critically, the seat detaching, posing a safety risk. Tesla's investigation traced the problem to a production change between April 3 and May 7, 2025, though thankfully no incidents related to this issue have been reported. Owners of affected vehicles have been contacted for a free service visit estimated to take 1 to 2 hours to resolve the matter. While the recall is small in scale, it serves as a reminder of the ongoing quality control needs within high-volume manufacturing. As Tesla navigates the complex path to full autonomy, its latest robotaxi launch represents a critical inflection point. The mixed results highlight the enduring technical difficulties of achieving true self-driving capabilities, particularly with a vision-only approach and a general solution ambition. The company's strategic hiring in AI and its ongoing quality control efforts, as evidenced by the recent recall, indicate a multidimensional focus as it strives to overcome these hurdles. The coming months will be crucial in determining whether Tesla can refine its robotaxi technology to meet its long-held promises, further solidify its position in the competitive EV market, and ultimately transform the future of transportation. The cosmos continues to be a bustling frontier, with SpaceX at the vanguard, consistently pushing the boundaries of space exploration while simultaneously navigating the complex interplay of technological ambition, environmental concerns, and robust investor confidence. As the private space sector matures, recent developments highlight both the awe-inspiring spectacle of launches and the very real challenges that accompany such groundbreaking endeavors. Looking ahead, the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex is buzzing with anticipation for the upcoming SpaceX Falcon 9 launch of the MTG Sounder MTG-S1/Sentinel-4S satellite. Scheduled for Tuesday, July 1 at 5:03 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time from Launch Complex 39A. This mission is poised to significantly enhance meteorological capabilities. The MTG Sounder satellite, carrying the sophisticated MTGS infrared sounder, is a crucial component of the Mediasat third-generation MTG program. It is one of 3 MTG satellites designed to deliver improved data for weather forecasting and storm detection alongside monitoring air quality over Europe. Visitors to the Kennedy Space Center will have the opportunity to witness this pivotal launch from the Atlantis North Lawn, approximately 7 miles 12 kilometers from the launch pad, with viewing areas opening at 3:45 p.m. The Falcon 9 Block 5 booster is expected to execute a precision landing on a drone ship, a testament to SpaceX's commitment to reusability and cost efficiency. This planned launch follows closely on the heels of another high-profile SpaceX mission that recently captivated skywatchers. In the early hours of June 25, 2025, a Falcon 9 rocket successfully launched the private Axiom 4 mission, ferrying 4 astronauts aboard a Dragon spacecraft towards the International Space Station. This mission marked a significant milestone, carrying the first-ever people from India, Hungary, and Poland into space, including pilot Shubhanshu Shukla and mission specialists Slas Uznansky-Wisniewski and Tibor Kapu, under the leadership of former NASA astronaut Peggy Whitson, Axiom's director of human spaceflight. The X-4 launch, while ultimately successful, faced a 2-week delay from its original June 11 date, grappling with high winds and critical leaks detected on both the launch vehicle and the ISS. Once on orbit, the crew is slated to spend 2 weeks conducting over 60 experiments. Beyond its scientific and historical significance, the launch also created a stunning visual phenomenon, the Falcon 9's first stage booster during its boost-back burn for Earth return often produces exhaust plumes high in the atmosphere that can appear as a mesmerizing nebula-like ring in the night sky. A striking byproduct of advanced rocket technology. However, SpaceX's ambitious pace is not without its complexities and controversies. The company is currently facing a significant legal threat from Mexico, which is considering a lawsuit over debris from a recent Starship test flight. While details surrounding the specific incident are still emerging, the threat follows a previous Starship launch failure where the spacecraft spiraled out of control, inevitably leading to a wide dispersal of fragments. Such incidents underscore the environmental and regulatory challenges inherent in developing increasingly powerful and large rocket systems, prompting scrutiny from international entities over safety and debris management protocols. These legal battles highlight the growing pains of a rapidly expanding private space industry and the need for robust international frameworks to manage the environmental impact of space launches. Despite these operational hurdles and legal challenges, investor confidence in SpaceX remains remarkably strong. Renowned investor Ron Barron, a long-term proponent of Elon Musk's ventures, recently reiterated his unwavering commitment to the company, stating he would never sell SpaceX in his lifetime. This declaration from a prominent financial figure reflects a profound belief in SpaceX's long-term vision and disruptive potential, from its reusable rocket technology to its ambitious Starship program and the expansive Starlink satellite internet constellation. Such steadfast support from the investment community provides a robust financial foundation, enabling SpaceX to continue funding its capital-intensive research, development, and operational endeavors. As SpaceX continues to innovate, from deploying crucial weather satellites to facilitating private astronaut missions and pushing the boundaries of reusability, its trajectory remains a focal point for the global technology and aerospace sectors. The confluence of groundbreaking scientific missions, the captivating visual spectacle of launches, the intricate dance with international regulations, and unwavering investor belief paints a vivid picture of a company at the forefront of a new era in space. The coming years will undoubtedly see SpaceX further refine its technologies, tackle regulatory complexities, and continue to redefine humanity's relationship with the final frontier. The turbulent currents swirling around Elon Musk's sprawling empire continue to make headlines, with recent developments painting a complex picture of executive shifts, brand transformations, and the CEO's undiminished, albeit often controversial, digital presence. This week, the spotlight has fallen sharply on Tesla's flagging electric vehicle sales, leading to a significant internal shakeup, even as Musk's other ventures, X formerly Twitter and XAI's Grok, navigate their own evolutions. At the heart of Tesla's recent struggles is the unexpected departure of Omead Afshar, a long-trusted lieutenant to Elon Musk, often dubbed the company's fixer. Afshar, who started in the CEO's office 8 years ago and rose to head North America and Europe operations, was reportedly fired for his inability to reverse the brand's declining demand. His role, as he once described it, was fluid and all-encompassing. It changes by the minute, it depends on the day of the week, you ask me. I support the business doing anything and everything. Indeed, Afshar was instrumental in establishing the colossal Austin Gigafactory, a pivotal hub for innovations like the structural 4680 battery pack and the Cybertruck. However, even his proven problem-solving acumen couldn't stem the tide of what many attribute to Tesla's reputational freefall. According to reports, Tesla, alongside Twitter and the Trump Organization, has been cited as having among the worst reputations among American consumers. A direct consequence of Musk's increasingly divisive political activism. The carmaker's once rapid EV sales growth first decelerated in 2023 before turning negative last year, a downturn that reportedly intensified after Musk's political journey from centrist to self-proclaimed dark MAGA following his acquisition of Twitter. This internal shift at Tesla also comes on the heels of the recent departure of the company's humanoid robot program director, signaling a period of significant change within the EV giant. Concurrently, the transformation of Twitter into X continues its dramatic course, marked by symbolic acts that underscore Musk's radical vision for the platform. The iconic blue bird logo, affectionately known as Larry, which once perched atop the company's San Francisco headquarters, has literally been blown up. This provocative act was orchestrated by Ditchit, an online marketplace company that purchased the £560 sign for $34,000 at auction. James DeLuca. Ditchit's PR director initially cited nostalgia as the driver, stating, "Everyone in the office is a tech enthusiast and we thought it would be cool to own a piece of history." However, this sentiment quickly evolved into a high-profile promotional stunt. The company moved the sign to a desert adventure park near Las Vegas, Nevada, where a controlled explosion was filmed from multiple angles, even involving rented Tesla Cybertrucks. Ditchit aims to draw parallels between Musk's disruption of Twitter and their own aspirations to revolutionize online marketplaces by offering a free adless platform, stating Elon Musk rebranded Twitter to X to support free expression. At Ditchit, we're doing the same for local marketplaces. Pieces of the exploded logo are even being sold, with proceeds benefiting the Center for American Entrepreneurship. Meanwhile, Musk himself remains a constant fixture in the digital discourse. Having resumed his active presence on X after stepping away from his White House advisory role. In a move characteristic of his unfiltered style, he recently posted a sarcastic meme targeting LinkedIn's corporate culture, featuring the professional networking site's headquarters with a caption urging Iran not to bomb the secret nuclear facility. This jab aligns with Musk's long-standing public disdain for LinkedIn, which he has repeatedly called unbearably cringe, even stating he loses respect for people who post there. Despite his personal aversion, his companies, including Tesla, SpaceX, and X, maintain active presences on the platform. Beyond his social media commentary, Musk also recently announced major news regarding Grok, the AI chatbot from his XAI venture, underscoring his continued focus on artificial intelligence development. These intertwined events, the corporate reshuffling at Tesla, the symbolic obliteration of Twitter's past, and Musk's ongoing, often provocative engagement across various digital platforms, highlight the profound impact of a CEO whose personal brand and political stances are inextricably linked to the fortunes of his companies. As Tesla grapples with its sales slump and reputational challenges, and X continues to redefine its identity, the future trajectory of Musk's empire will undoubtedly remain a focal point, demonstrating whether his disruptive approach can ultimately yield sustainable success, or if his personal controversies will continue to cast a long, challenging shadow over his ambitious technological endeavors. In a remarkable stride forward for neurotechnology and patient care, a paralyzed United States military veteran has successfully received a Neuralink brain-computer interface BCI implant, marking a significant milestone in the quest to restore function and independence for individuals with severe neurological conditions. This groundbreaking procedure, performed in April 2025 at the Miami Project to Cure Paralysis and the Department of Neurological Surgery at the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine, represents a tangible leap towards enabling patients to control external devices purely through thought. The recipient, identified as RJ, became the fifth participant in Neuralink's Prime Precise robotically implanted brain-computer interface study and the first to undergo the implantation at the University of Miami Health System. Paralyzed due to a spinal cord injury from a motorcycle accident, RJ's successful surgery and subsequent discharge from the hospital just a day later underscore the advancing safety and efficacy of these investigational devices. With his Neuralink implant, RJ is now able to control his computer and smartphone using only his thoughts. A profound return of agency that he describes as, "They're giving me my spark back, my drive back. They've given me my purpose back." This personal testimony highlights the immediate life-altering impact of such technology. The Prime study is a crucial clinical trial designed to assess the safety and functionality of Neuralink's intracortical BCI implant, which establishes a wireless digital link between the brain and computers. Dr. Jonathan Jajad, the Miami Project and University of Miami site principal investigator and professor of clinical neurological surgery, neurology, and orthopedics and rehabilitation at the Miller School, expressed the team's enthusiasm. "We are excited as a team to discover how this device has the potential to change people's day-to-day lives." As a doctor and researcher, I continue to be encouraged as we learn more about the capabilities and possibilities of this technology. Dr. Dipen J., Parekh Health CEO, further lauded the procedure as a milestone, emphasizing that putting the latest technology into the hands of experts to break boundaries is what academic medicine is all about. This collaboration, involving a multidisciplinary team including Dr. Alan Levi and Dr. Michael Ivan, showcases the synergy between cutting-edge private enterprise and leading academic medical institutions. Drive W. Dalton Dietrich, scientific director of the Miami project, noted that this successful implantation is a testament to our multidisciplinary approach for advancing the latest research in neural interfaces and neurorehabilitation, particularly as the Miami project celebrates its 40th anniversary. While the Neuralink implant offers a beacon of hope for conditions like spinal cord injury and ALS, the path to neurological recovery remains complex and often challenging, particularly for severe traumatic brain injuries. This reality was underscored by a recent update concerning Formula One legend Michael Schumacher, who has remained out of the public eye for over a decade following a devastating skiing accident in December 2013. Despite rumors of pioneering stem cell therapy, Professor Philippe Menache, a renowned French cardiac surgeon involved in experimental stem cell treatments and reportedly in Schumacher's care, offered a stark reality check: "With stem cells I don't work miracles." Schumacher's condition, shrouded in intense family privacy, has fueled public speculation, particularly after reports emerged in 2019 of him undergoing experimental stem cell therapy designed to produce anti-inflammatory effects and aid neurological healing. However, Professor Menache's candid admission serves to temper expectations, emphasizing that the science of stem cell therapy, while promising, is still in its early stages, especially concerning complex neurological injuries. Stem cells, with their unique ability to differentiate into various cell types, hold immense potential for tissue repair, but their effectiveness in treating traumatic brain injury remains largely unproven, with outcomes likely to be incremental rather than miraculous. The Schumacher family's unwavering devotion and desire for privacy have been consistently maintained. His wife Karina, in a rare public statement, shared, "Michael is here. He's different, but he's here, and that gives us strength." This poignant insight highlights the immense personal toll and the family's quiet resolve in providing continuous care. His son Mick Schumacher, also a racing driver, expressed the profound loss of not being able to connect with his father over their shared passion for motorsport, a sentiment that resonates deeply with many affected by similar tragedies. The contrast between the immediate tangible progress seen with Neuralink in restoring functionality for paralyzed individuals and the more cautious long-term outlook for severe brain injuries like Schumacher's highlights the diverse challenges and varying stages of development within neurotechnology. Yet it is within this very context that the potential of technologies like Neuralink becomes even more compelling. The Schumacher article itself speculates on whether Elon Musk's Neuralink could one day offer a miracle for severe brain injuries by bypassing damaged neural pathways or creating new communication routes. While Neuralink is still in its early clinical trials for motor function restoration, its broader ambition to treat traumatic brain injuries and neurodegenerative diseases suggests a future where digital therapy could complement or even surpass current regenerative approaches. As the scientific community continues to push the boundaries of what is possible, the convergence of advanced robotics, artificial intelligence, and neuroscience promises to reshape the landscape of neurological care. The success of Neuralink's implant in RJ represents a critical step, offering not just functional restoration but a renewed sense of purpose. Simultaneously, the ongoing care for figures like Michael Schumacher serves as a reminder of the profound complexities of brain injury and the ethical considerations surrounding revolutionary treatments. The future of neurological recovery remains unwritten, but the advancements witnessed today lay the groundwork for a world where the power of thought can bridge the gap between human intent and technological capability, offering hope where once there was only despair.